The new Independence Parkway expansion moves forward. Many incredible nonprofits doing great things in our community. And West Orange, will we allow ourselves to be distracted by the naysayers, or will we focus on what matters? The date is December 8th, 2022. We're going to go through these stories and more. Welcome to West Orange on the Go. My name is Austin Arthur, and this is where we do local news and comment. And when I say local news, I mean hyper-local. West Orange. This is your news. We begin in 10 seconds.
You're listening to West Orange on the Go. Brought to you by the West Orange Times and Observer. Hosted by Austin Arthur. West Orange on the Go.
The Winter Garden City Commission will hold a regular meeting Thursday, December 8th. That is tonight at City Hall. Commissioners will first discuss the reading of an ordinance that will cover amending portions of the Winter Garden Code of Ordinances, removing the residency requirement for the city manager. Along with other items, the commission will also discuss a resolution authorizing the city manager to apply for a $3.5 million loan under the State Revolving Fund Loan Program to fund the city's Crest Avenue wastewater treatment facilities capacity expansion. Now, I will be at this meeting tonight, and if you are a resident of the city of Winter Garden, I encourage you to consider doing the same, especially perhaps to offer the commission some thanks for the wonderful celebrations we had this past weekend. But more on that in the final page. Now, that meeting, again, will be tonight, just a few hours from now, at 6:30 p.m. at the Winter Garden City Hall. Now, on down to Horizon West, the proposed new Independence Parkway extension moved one step closer to becoming a reality. Orange County's Transportation Planning Division has completed the new Independence Parkway preliminary design study. The project stretches 1 mile and aims to connect the Orange-Lake County line to Avalon Road. The proposed improvements will include a new 4-lane divided road, currently a paved 2-lane roadway connection from the Wincy Groves subdivision to Avalon Road exists at the east end of the project corridor. Now, the project consists of all uplands and no wetlands or surface waters. In addition, the plans are expected to not impede on the current species within the area. Now, the project will go before the Orange County Commission for approval on January 2023, and if approved, they will begin the proper design work immediately. And construction would be set potentially for January 2024, with a plan for construction completion in December of that same year. All right, now West Orange residents will have a new way to celebrate the holidays this year. Newly formed nonprofit 8 Waves is hosting a new event, the Holiday Tour of Homes. It will take place on Saturday, December 17th. Now, the holiday experience presented by Meritage Homes and the Keywin Real Property Company will take place in Oakland and Winter Garden. Tickets include a progressive dinner, drinks, desserts, and transportation from home to home. Now, participants can also upgrade their ticket with a VIP horse-drawn carriage ride to see the Christmas lights throughout the community. Now, tickets are sold out at this time, but this is a powerful organization that you should know about. This event is going to be just wonderful and will raise a lot of funds for the cause. So although it's sold out this year, it's important for you to take note so that next year when tickets go on sale, you are ready to dive right in. Now, 8 Waves does many things for under-resourced families within our community. In fact, the name 8 Waves represents its 8 key programs: mentorship, reading intervention, family stability, life experiences, birthday parties for youth, books for babies, single mom support, and hygiene help. Now, I know that you may hear some of those, such as the birthday party initiative, and think, well, that's a bit strange, and an outreach that has a key pillar focusing on birthday parties. Well, what you may be shocked to learn is that in some of these under-resourced families, you have children and teens that have never celebrated their birthday in their entire life. While you are struggling to make it through each day, well, a birthday party is an unnecessary and often impossible luxury. So 8 Waves is making a huge impact on these children and these families. I encourage you to learn more about them right here in West Orange. And to get involved, you can visit 8waves.org. That's 8 Waves, spelt out EIGHT, waves.org. All right, now another website is orangeobserver.com, where you can find the full story on 8 Waves this week and other great stories, and our Facebook page. Be sure to follow us, get subscribed to our communication pieces so you can stay in tune with all of the updates surrounding your community. Now, remember, this podcast, it's more of a, kind of a Paul Harvey style deal where I go through some of the headlines from the West Orange Times and Observer, and I offer some comment. Now, those are editorial-styled comments. They don't reflect the opinions of the paper. Especially in the final page, you should recall that when I often give a very opinionated expose of my thoughts. So let's get into the next story, and we're going to dive into another great West Orange organization making a difference in our community. And there is a story in this week's paper about the recent happenings surrounding this organization. 4 Winter Garden residents have reason to celebrate this holiday season. They have received the keys to their new homes and are looking forward to making many new memories with their children. West Orange Habitat for Humanity held a 4-home dedication on Tuesday, November 29th, for 4 different single mothers in our community. They are all preparing to move into their new Cresswell Court neighborhood off Center Street in Winter Garden. After several guest speakers and City of Winter Garden officials and staff spoke, each home recipient had her own ribbon-cutting ceremony. All 4 received a Bible, a toolkit, cutting board, American flag, and a signed letter from Senator Marco Rubio, and of course, the keys to their new home. One of the new homeowners said, quote, "Before Habitat, my daughters and I lived in a 2-bedroom apartment that was filled with mold and mildew, plumbing issues, and fluctuating rent prices. I feel truly blessed and honored to have been selected by the West Orange Habitat for home ownership. Becoming a homeowner is going to bring peace and security to our lives that will change our lives forever." End quote. West Orange Habitat Director Marilyn Hadaway said, quote, "With 1 in 6 families in the United States paying more than 30% of their income on housing, there is a tremendous need for affordable housing right here in Florida and in our community. We are answering that call, 1 home and 1 family at a time." And you can support the Habitat for Humanity here in West Orange by visiting them at westorangehabitat.org. That's westorangehabitat.org. A lot of incredible nonprofit organizations here in this wonderful community that we should all check out and get involved with if we can. All right, so let's just dive into the final page here. So online and in this week's paper, you're going to find coverage of many of the Christmas events that went on in West Orange County this past weekend. Oakland had a wonderful event. Winter Garden had 3. Kicked off with Light Up Winter Garden, then the following morning, the Christmas parade, and that night, the Christmas golf parade. So many pictures are in this week's paper. If you were involved, you might find a picture of yourself. Also online, there are more. Now, I attended this stuff, and I have to tell you, so many happy people. It's really just like no other event that occurs around our communities. These events, these Christmas events, well, they're unlike any other. It brings true joy out of people. We all know it. We all see it every year during this season. And it's a holiday season for all. Christmas is a religious holiday, but it's also a federal holiday. Now, I enjoy it from both perspectives. So on the faith side, Christians want to share the good news with all. They welcome all into the fold of brotherhood and sisterhood of this great faith. But all Americans, irrespective of their religious beliefs or non-beliefs, are welcome to enjoy this American tradition, this federal holiday. Now, I know that there is a pretend article out there attacking Winter Garden right now for these Christmas celebrations. I know that there is a phony, planted rants, raves, and review out there prompting up that nonsense. But as this attack on our traditions ensues, well, I just thought about what a distraction this is. And people are constantly being fed distractions like this instead of focusing on important things and remembering important things. As this was going on, and of course it bothers me whenever it does go on, but while this was going on, 2 important dates passed this week. Yesterday, for example, many of you remembered, many of you made wonderful posts about it online. December 7th, 1941, a date which lives in infamy, when the United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan, as FDR eloquently framed it. 2,403 Americans were killed that day in that surprise attack on Pearl Harbor. December 7th is a day that we should be remembering that every year and the implications of it. Or also this week, something I believe most have forgotten. December 6th, 1865, the 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was ratified, officially ending the evil institution of slavery in America. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime, whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. Those simple words finally and forever ended slavery in America. You see, my point is that there are things that matter, conversations that we should be having, things we should be focusing on and remembering. And there are distractions, attempts to divide us, attempts to remove our happiness and replace it with unrest. Let's choose to be a people that focus on the things that matter. This has been Austin Arthur with the West Orange Times and Observer. And until next week, have a happy and blessed weekend.
West Orange on the Go is brought to you by the West Orange Times and Observer. hosted by Austin Arthur. West Orange on the go.